Hi Aries, welcome to your July 2022 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Aries, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So I'm going to pop these to the side and we will get straight in with your reading. So, and I've just thrown them all over the place. So it's going to be an interesting month for you, Aries. So we have a tradition in one of my heritages. We say that when you're shuffling the cards for somebody's reading and they go everywhere, it's not that it's a bad sign, but it just means that there's going to be a lot going on and it could be a bit of an intense month. So I'm just going to put that up and out there. And remember, obviously, in the background, we have the Mars conjunct Uranus conjunct the North Node, which will be happening on the very last day of the month in the sign of Taurus. So, and obviously anything that happens with Mars is a big deal for you because obviously it's your ruling planet. So for your actions and interactions with the world at large, you've got the Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords. Come on, brain. As an actions and interactions with the world at large card, the Seven of Swords does suggest that maybe this month you're going to try to hide something, and you trying to hide something may blow up in your face. So this is something that I want you to be really mindful of. It doesn't matter what the reason is. If this is, I wanted to protect a loved one, etc. You've got to find a way that honesty can still be the best policy, because the chances are you might do something, with the best of intentions. And as they say, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, right? So just be mindful that whatever you are either trying to hide or keep in the background, it may end up coming out anyway and with disastrous consequences. I'm really sorry to say that. Another way that this could play out as well, because your actions and options, this is about what you do. And the Seven of Swords can sometimes be literally where we get through something by the skin of our teeth. So you just want to make sure that whatever you're doing this month, you're doing it above board. And if you are taking a gamble this month, I just want to say it's probably going to be close to the wire. So you just need to be very, very mindful with whatever you are setting into motion. If you are a continued subby, Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. For your communications and conversations with the world at large, you have the Hanged Man. So this is a really interesting combination, because obviously the Seven of Swords is saying be above board and be honest and, open in all your dealings. But then you've got the Hanged Man that is encouraging you to keep something under wraps. If there is something that is a need to know basis, and it looks like there may very well be something like that, just be mindful. There is a difference between holding back information that is not, for public consumption and outright lying to somebody. Yes, that might seem like a bit of a semantics thing, but you're going to have to play this one very carefully this month, Aries, because that Hanged Man, it's like maybe you're withholding some form of information, and a significant other or a business partner or, a colleague finds out, and then it really paints you in a light that isn't actually you. So you got to be honest, open and upfront about everything as much as you possibly can. Where you can't talk about something, this might be a time where you say, okay, look, I can't say anything right now, but at some point I will share sort of, what's more of what's going on at this moment in time. All right. The other thing with that Hanged Man card as well, this often sees, sometimes it can be like where we're giving too much to the point of martyrdom. And I feel like the too much bit definitely stands, but I kind of want to say, like, this is a month where it's like, don't be the first person to rush in to save. Okay, whatever's going on, let the chips fall where they may, and then maybe offer help as somebody that can be there for the damage control. But as whatever it is that comes up to a point of maybe a boiling point where it spills over, hold back. If it's nothing to do with you, take a minute just to let everybody process what's going on, and then if they ask for your help or you feel you really need to, then get involved. But until that moment, stay back. When it comes to your love and relations, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, I got to be honest with you, it does look like there are delays to your travel plans. I mean, certainly here in the UK, it's a massive thing at the moment. People are arriving in places and their luggage isn't there. People's luggage is arriving before them and it's getting stolen. Like, there's all kinds of just really crazy stuff happening at the moment. And because you've got the Hanged Man there in the communications and conversations, coupled with the card of travel, the Knight of Pentacles, this is potentially some sort of delay or miscommunication around travel, around some need to go somewhere or be somewhere. It might even just be your holiday. I really hope that's not the case, but you know, very, very possible. For those of you that are single and looking, that Knight of Pentacles could see, it almost feels like you're kind of saying to yourself, you know what, it's now or never. So whether this is those of you, maybe you've got somebody that you know that you're in a relationship, you know, that you want a relationship with, and you're kind of saying, you know what, I'm just going to jump in with both feet. There is that. But remember what I said here. If you have some baggage that you feel like may possibly come up and bite you and therefore your potential significant other in the butt, you really do need to be aware and prepared for that. And the best way to do so is honesty is the best policy. Give it to them straight. Like, you know what, this is my past. This is what you don't know about me. Here's what I need to share in case it becomes a problem at a later date. For your money and materials, you have the Two of Wands. Okay, so good news, your finances are good, your money, your resources are improving. I really like this with that Knight of Pentacles because it kind of suggests that you're having a, what's the word? It kind of suggests like a boost from the finances that comes outside of your control. So yes, the Two of Wands is a card of, you know, it's a very active card, and it's actually a very Aries / Martian energy. It actually represents the energy of dominion. So this really feels for me like this month you could be getting a hold of or a handle on your finances, and that could really be improving your situation. So your jumping card there is, so for the first week of the month, you've got the Fool card. New things, new places, new people, but also the revealing of some kind of lie, fib, lie by omission that you have kind of told or put out there. Watch out for this, Aries, because I'm telling you, this month you're going to get caught out. You know, and I say that out of all love, care and respect, but you know, I'd rather give it to you straight and tell you how it is rather than, yeah, you know, the universe is not going to hide you. So if you're, you know, getting caught with your proverbial pants around your ankles, you're going to get caught out this month. Be mindful of that. Because, you know, the Fool card isn't always just new things, people and places. It can literally sometimes represent where we're being a fool, where we're being stupid, where we're not thinking about what we're doing. And with that Seven of Swords, whatever it is that you're doing, it's not sensible. You know it's not sensible, and the chances are you're going to get found out. So I can't stress that to you enough. If you've been with me long enough, you know when it's good, I will tell you. When it's challenging, I will tell you. For your second week of the month, you've got the Devil card with the Hanged Man. You may be tempted to push things this month further than maybe you have cause or reason for. You may be tempted to, I don't like that. I'm going to put it like this. You might be tempted this month to push something further than it needs to go. You might also be tempted to push yourself further. And I got to be honest with you, this, especially because it's in the communications, you might be tempted to sell a pipe dream. You might be tempted this month to you know, I will stake my life on it. Like, you know, this is the best thing since sliced bread, or you know, anything along those lines where you're embellishing too much. Hold back from that. All right, because especially with this energy here, I just really feel like it's not going to end well. All right. For your third week of the month, you have your card and the Emperor. So for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, that Emperor card with the Knight of Pentacles, this could see, so for those of you that have children, this could literally see you traveling to and from the young person's school, for any number of reasons. For those of you that are partnered, married, in long-term commitments that have children, if one of your kids has got in trouble at school and you tried to hide it from your partner, they will end up finding out, and that could end up causing quite a heavy argument. So you just want to be mindful of that energy. All right. For those of you that don't have children, in terms of, you know, things like travel, potential for delays of travel. I'm going to say this: if you are traveling, if you are on your travels, etc., do try to make sure you've got a backup fund so that you're, you know, you don't get caught out and you're in no challenge. For those of you that are single, this suggests that you're traveling to go and see a potential significant other. So somebody that you're dating, maybe somebody that lives at a distance from you. There's a chance here that it's almost like you're working alongside, you're traveling to go and see this person, this significant other. You know, in amongst all of this, the thing that is fine is your money. Your money, your resources, you know, your finances. There's no issues here. Look at that. You got the Empress coupled with the Two of Wands. That is a good, solid financial move that you're making this month. That is planted in fertile soil, and is, you know, really moving ahead. So that's great. I really like that for you. What I will say is you've got the Emperor and the Empress next to each other. So, you know, even with everything that's going on, I actually like this for mixing business and pleasure. It's rare that I say that, but I like it for that, providing you can be as upfront and honest about everything as you can. If you are, I think the results and the rewards could be great. So, you know, if you can keep it above board, then you're going to be good. So your new moon and full moon messages. So your new moon is on July the 28th. That's going to be in the sign of Leo, and that is in your 5th house. This is all to do with creativity, love, romance, also to do with children. So this new moon, and remember, new moons are fresh starts, fresh beginnings. So there could be something brewing in that space. And for those of you that are single and looking, I do like this month for that. It's like a connection, or a forging of a connection between you and a significant other. Your message for the new moon is the Gate 9 and small details. I mean, I like this because it's about definition. So this new moon, I think for those of you that are single or maybe newly seeing somebody, this new moon might literally get you guys over the finish line to say, yes, we're a couple. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this could see something about the children going to a next level or needing to be observed or looked at. The full moon in the sign of Capricorn on the 13th of July is in your 10th house. So remember, whenever I'm talking the astrology stuff, that's more likely for the ascendant to a lesser degree, but still relevant, the sun and the moon. Your message for the full moon is the Gate 3 and begin. And this full moon is in your career. So this full moon, while it is a full moon, which brings completions, culminations, endings, etc., while they are sort of endings and completions and culminations, they are also fresh starts in a sense. And this card basically says whatever has a tough beginning will bear fruit, and it will give good results or good fruits. So this could be really nice. You know, yes, it's going to be, I think it's going to be an intense month. I'm not going to lie. I think it's going to have its moments, especially around this new moon, because the new moon's on the 28th. And the Mars conjunct the North Node and Uranus is on the 31st. So it's still, you know, it's not happening exactly on the same day, but it's still pretty close. So that new moon could have some intensity around it. All right. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.